Oh dear viewers, James Braithwaite here, and it's happened. By jingo, I'm in a Berlingo. Let's see how this puppy runs. Okay. I've not driven one of these before, at least not on camera, so we'll see how she does. When there's traffic around this massive industrial estate, but here we go. When these came out, they were a wonderful van. You know, really very simple, very honest. And there's still quite a lot to be said for these, to be honest. You know, there's a lot of headroom in these. So, what, some bloody chocolate fire guards parked like that. Thank you. Another searing day in the life of a garage assistant and a spoof motoring journalist. Okay, off we go. The engine is quite refined actually. It's very nice. 1.8 litre diesel. I could be wrong. I'm not too familiar with these engines. I've never driven one of these before. But it also runs very nicely. Very smooth. I can see why these are used for disability carriers as well. Well, wheelchair carriers, I should say. And you should see the space in the loading area. I'll see if I can show it to you later. I have a horrible feeling we're going to be caught in schoolroom traffic, but that's neither here nor there really. Anyway, you can see this. There's quite a nice bit of equipment in here. Electric windows and mirrors, obviously. CD player. Most modern ones don't have that at all, given the use of Spotify. So, and this one's only got 93,000 miles on, which is next to nothing for one of these. And there's a nice indicator beep as well. But that's a heavy triangle of doom, as our friend Ian Seabrook, aka Hudnup, would say. very high clutch on this, actually, to be honest. Might have been ragged quite a bit, I don't know. But, well. But it's riding beautifully. This is a 2013 model. It's come, as I say, come quite a long way from the 1995 or 1996 debut model, but it hasn't gained any sort of bourgeois pretentiousness. It's just a simple, honest-to-life itself engineered piece of working man's equipment, which is really not to be faulted. I'm not sure whether this was built in Slough, where the Citroen factory is or was, or whether it's been built on the continent. The driving seat is very comfortable. It's you know, not spongy or soft or anything. And added bonus, it hasn't collapsed or lost any of its foam. So we're good there. The ride height in this is quite nice. Reminds me a little of an LTI. I used to have a black cab, as you know. So it's a good thing. I think it's slightly higher than the old Berlingos that started. I'm surprised these have never been used for police vans. As you've seen here, it doesn't, you know, shake and rattle or growl like most diesels do, like a lot of diesels used to do. And wait, this doesn't have stop-start like the Caddy or other modern diesels that have driven. But having said that, it's there's no greater emissions on it. I don't think Citroen ever had an emissions scandal, to be honest. It's a beautiful Honda Accord. I quite fancied a Honda Accord estate at one point. I'm stuck in traffic quite a lot now, so unfortunately I'll have to pause it for a moment. Anyway, to carry on, this is like the again like the caddy I drove earlier on, because this one only has 5 forward gears as well. I assume the people carrier versions have 6, you know, to give them more power. This one's probably been detuned to give less power and more torque, as it's a grunt wagon as opposed to taking families or wheelchair users about. It's I mean, the Berlingo's pretty much a jack of all trades. Well, I'm sorry this one isn't exactly a hugely successful road test video. This one, to be honest, I'm glad it doesn't have stop-start technology, because given the traffic here, it would have knackered the turbo. And here we are. Right, I better sign off here. I'm sorry it wasn't that much of an interesting one, but it's a lovely van for what it is, and it's I would recommend one of these if you can find one. Okay, I will see you in the next one. Hello.